Is it even possible to build a company bigger than Apple, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon, Nvidia, or Tesla today? At first, it sounds naive. After all, how do you compete with trillion-dollar giants that have monopolized distribution, capital, and talent? If you're looking for the next iPhone or the next Google, you're looking in the wrong place. The truth is, no one beats the giants by copying them. No one dethroned Microsoft by building another operating system. No one ever beat Apple by making a better phone. And no one will ever beat Nvidia by building a slightly faster GPU. You changed the game entirely. Think about Nvidia. During the FAANG decade, no one even noticed it. It was just a graphics card company for gamers. Today, it's powering the AI boom. And it's worth more than Microsoft and Apple. So who will build the next Apple? Who will build the next Google? These questions sound insightful, but they're actually traps. They force you to stare in the rearview mirror while trying to drive forward. That's why most people miss the next generational company. When we ask, can someone build a company bigger than Meta or Amazon? What we're really asking subconsciously is this: can someone copy the same formula and do it slightly better? But that is not how disruptive empires are built. Apple didn't beat BlackBerry with a better keyboard. It killed the keyboard entirely. Nvidia didn't beat Intel at GPUs. It shifted the focus from CPUs to GPUs, from general computing to parallel computing, optimized for AI. In each case, the winners didn't improve the old paradigm. They escaped it. So, the real question isn't, can someone build a bigger company than Apple, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon, Nvidia, or Tesla? The real question is, who's building something so weird today the world can't take it seriously? Segment 1. AI native companies. Where will the next mega cap come from? If the next trillion-dollar company isn't going to look like Google or Amazon, then what will it look like? Where should we be looking? We need to stop thinking in terms of current categories like e-commerce, social media, and SaaS, and start thinking in terms of new frontiers. The next mega company will emerge not within the internet economy, but beyond it. It will be built on new primitives, new technologies, new interfaces, and new infrastructure. So let's explore a few of the most promising battlegrounds. First, AI native companies. Post-LLM era, we're witnessing the first wave of AI integration. Chatbots, copilots, productivity tools. Most are just wrappers, thin UX layers, built on top of APIs from OpenAI, Anthropic, or Google. But the true megacap AI native companies will go far beyond that. These firms won't just use AI. They'll rebuild the stack of how work gets done. End-to-end vertical products, removing humans from the loop entirely in specific domains. Take law. Instead of lawyers using AI to draft contracts faster, imagine a platform that negotiates, revises, and executes contracts autonomously. The human becomes the verifier, not the drafter. Companies like Harvey AI are already working with top-tier law firms to make this real. In medicine, firms like Xintegra and Red.ai are applying generative models to patient records, radiology scans, and clinical decisions. These aren't just AI tools. They're redefining what a hospital's backend even looks like. And then there's Devon, the first fully autonomous AI software engineer from Cognition Labs. Devon can code, debug, shape, and even deploy software on its own. Today, it looks like a toy, but in 5 years, it could be your engineering team. The future isn't add AI to existing tools. It's rebuilding everything from scratch with AI at the center. Just like cloud-native companies replaced on-prem in the 2010s, AI native will replace SaaS as we know it. The real trillion-dollar opportunity lies not in AI as a feature, but in AI as the company. Segment 2. Synthetic biology and bioengineering. If the 2000s were about coding software, the next frontier might be coding life. Synthetic biology is about designing and engineering biological systems like we build software using programmable cells. editable DNA, and organisms, custom-built to produce food, materials, or medicine. And if that sounds like science fiction, you're already late. This field has exploded thanks to CRISPR, genome sequencing, and AI trained on biological data. The cost of gene editing has collapsed, just like compute costs during the cloud boom. Companies leading the charge. Ginkgo Bioworks gives the AWS of biology, offering organism engineering as a service. Modern Meadow gives leather from engineered cells, no cow required. Submergent, acquired by Ginkgo, gives biofabricated materials. In Citro gives combining AI and lab science to predict protein folding, shrinking drug discovery cycles from years to months. Synthetic biology has platform potential. Just like software ate the world, synthetic biology could reprogram the world: how we eat, what we wear, how we cure disease, even how we build. The next trillion-dollar company might not come from Silicon Valley. It might come from a wet lab. And its biggest competitive advantage won't be code or brand. It will be cells, optimized like software updates. This isn't a niche. It's a new industrial revolution, hidden behind Petri dishes and genome maps. Segment 3. Energy infrastructure. The digital world runs on physical power. As compute demand skyrockets from AI, data centers, and electrification, the battle for energy dominance will define the next economic superpowers. This isn't about selling EVs or building solar farms. The next trillion-dollar opportunity lies in orchestrating, storing, and distributing energy. Solar and wind are cheap but intermittent, so the real bottleneck is storage and grid reliability. Innovators include Form Energy gives multi-day iron-air batteries storing power for 100+ hours. Gridware, AutoGrid, GridX gives the brains of next-gen power grids, optimizing flows in real time. Oklo TerraPower gives small modular reactors, nuclear-made, safe, and scalable. Helion, Commonwealth Fusion, TE Technologies gives racing to make fusion energy real. Microsoft has already signed a deal with Helion, betting on delivery by 2028. The company that cracks energy orchestration, not just generation. Could be the Amazon Web Services of the physical world. Because one thing we'll never stop needing is power. And whoever controls it powers the economy, literally. Segment 4. Space and satellite economy. For decades, space was government-owned. NASA, ISRO, and Roscosmos. Slow, expensive, reserved for military or scientific prestige. Then SpaceX changed everything. Reusable rockets cut launch costs by 90%. Now, space is not a trophy, it's a platform. Starlink. Over 6,000 satellites delivering high-speed internet worldwide. Not a telecom company. A global digital infrastructure. Planet Labs. Satellites imaging Earth daily, selling data to governments, hedge funds, insurers, and climate researchers. Rocket Lab, Relativity Space, Skyroot, pioneering ultra-low-cost launch systems. Astroscale, tackling space junk, cleaning orbital debris threatening future missions. In 10 to 15 years, imagine space-based manufacturing, lunar mining for helium-3 and rare metals, satellite-to-satellite compute clusters. Space will be the next cloud layer, a launch pad for compute, storage, and security infrastructure. And someone will build the Google or Amazon of orbit. Segment 5. Decentralized infrastructure. The internet today is ruled by choke points. Amazon, Google, Microsoft. But what if the next trillion-dollar company doesn't build a better cloud? What if it builds a world where we don't need one? That's the vision of decentralized infrastructure. Akash Network gives decentralized GPU marketplace a potential backend for OpenAI training. Arweave Filecoin gives distributed, permanent data storage. Ethereum, ENS, WorldCoin gives on-chain identity, money, reputation, portable across borders. Here, trust shifts from institutions to protocols. You don't need Google to log in. You don't need Amazon Cloud to host. You don't need a bank to transact. You don't even need a nation-state to prove who you are. Right now, these systems are clunky, early, and lack mass adoption. But so did the early internet. And if sovereignty, transparency, and composability continue to rise, someone will build the next trillion-dollar company on top of this stack. Investor takeaway: pay attention to companies that look too early, because history shows by the time something looks inevitable, the money has already been made. The next trillion-dollar company won't shout. It will whisper. It won't look like a rocket ship. It will look like a toy, a research paper, or a weird lab startup in a garage. But if you know where to look, it will feel obvious in hindsight. Technologist takeaways for builders, founders, and engineers. What does this all mean? First, don't compete on someone else's playing field. If you're trying to beat Amazon Cloud or Apple iPhone, you've already lost. Instead, focus on redefining the stack itself. Second, watch for paradigm shifts. AI isn't just an add-on to productivity apps. It's a chance to rebuild industries end-to-end. Biology isn't just healthcare. It's programmable matter. Energy isn't just generation. It's orchestration, resilience, and intelligence. Space isn't a trophy. It's infrastructure. Decentralization isn't hype. It's the dismantling of choke points in compute, storage, and identity. Third, embrace what looks weird today. That toy AI engineer, that quirky biofoundry, that strange decentralized storage protocol. Those are the seeds of trillion-dollar companies. Finally, think in terms of primitives. Ask yourself, what is the new cell? The new compute unit? The new protocol that others will build on top of? Can I create the toolset that enables thousands of others to innovate? Because the biggest companies don't just build products, they build platforms. So, if you're a technologist, the takeaway is clear. Don't chase the giants. Escape their gravity. Build what looks impossible now because, in hindsight, that's what will look inevitable. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to watch my other videos.